historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early. With runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Dalton hands off to Elliott. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Complete to
Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
For the point after.
The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a gain of 3.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Flush to his right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now to the air, Dalton. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Zeke going to get it on the option.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
On second down now, it's Jones. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
This will make it into the end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
33.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The tackle made.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Irvin.
Tyler Irvin.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, Dillon.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got Adams on the hookup.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Irvin. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Dalton.
And 8.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run once more with Dillon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd and 8.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a play fake. Rodgers flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. There's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 16 yards, a first down. Big spot. Andy Dalton. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
23. Cowboys 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. So Dalton now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. It's do or die for Dalton. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Today's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 pan the camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, just
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and off we go from Lambeau. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now the toss to Jones, running right.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
Next to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A.J. Dillon, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them. Show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The ball carrier.
Preston Smith there on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete to Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
4th and goal.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers again now. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30.
1st down, Packers.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
from the 3, 2nd and a yard.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 3 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kevin King with a pick.
Rodgers' pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
36-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An incomplete and excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The Packer first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a yard on the run there. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
Again, it's Jones.
3rd down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Crosby for the
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Dillon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And they'll get him down as
as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Williams. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 42 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle,
to have put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory.
22.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
Get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. 21. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from.